Sang Banu. My name is Susan DeRosa, and I bring greetings from Michigan to the people of Mongolia. We're very much looking forward to our arrival in Mongolia for the Business Plus conference in October. This morning you'll meet some of the members of our group, but not with us today is Barbara Rafschol, who will also be accompanying the group. My expertise for this conference is communication skills. I'll get you out of hot water, whether you have fears about speaking in public or you need to prepare for the unexpected in your business.
Hi, my name's Tom Hamp, and I'm a business coach, and I'm looking forward to coming over for the Business Plus program in Mongolia. We'll teach businesses how to close the gaps in their specific businesses to take your business to the next level.
Hi, I'm Carol Borhinsky. I'm Assistant Professor of Supply Chain Management. I'll be teaching Supply Chain Management and Negotiations, and we'll be talking and learning a lot about negotiations.
And I'm Terry Hughes, an Assistant Professor at the School of Human Resources and Labor Relations, and I'll be talking about how people can be your most valuable resource.
What we hope to do is bring some of our knowledge to your culture, to Mongolians' culture, and to their business program. In particular, we're looking to help small businesses as well as medium-sized businesses to grow for their future. And we want to enable the Mongolian economy to be successful in the future. So what sort of diversification is needed to draw success and prepare the Mongolian people for that future?
And these skills and capabilities that we're going to share with you will help the business handle the challenges it faces today and the challenges it will face as they grow and compete in a global economy.
I think I can speak for all of us that we are all very honored and excited to be traveling to Mongolia for this special occasion. All of us have different strengths that we hope to share with the people who will be at the conference. I'm very much looking forward to learning more about the Mongolian culture. I know of it only from having met Ghana, Jeff, and from what I can see on television and read about. So to be able to be there, to experience Mongolian culture, to see part of the beautiful country, to be there at a special time is so important to us, and I believe that all of us feel the same way.
Michigan economy historically was based on a couple of key commodities: mining, such as copper and nickel, lumber from the wood pines, and a number of other things like fur trading, that sort of thing. The economy in the 1800s did quite well in these particular industries, but at some point we ran out of those resources. We ran out of trees, that particular type of tree, and we ran out of copper and some of the other minerals. At that point in time, we really struggled. Our people were not working, and they went into, thankfully, into the automotive industry. It was just starting up. It was nascent, and as it grew, it needed more people and skills. Our citizens started working there in the automotive industry and were quite successful. Unfortunately, the automotive industry recently, as you have probably heard, has struggled. And during that recent struggle, we started realizing that we needed to diversify. And I believe this is similar to the Mongolians' economy. They need to diversify their skills and their economy so that they are earning money in other avenues rather than relying solely on one industry. During this period of time, we have diversified into things such as solar power and wind energy, along with a number of other economies. But predominantly, we are just in the nascent stage, growing these other industries to hopefully be able to be a prominent part of our economy in the future.
Michigan has also had a strong agricultural base and a tourism base. And during the period of recession that we have recently experienced, tourism and agriculture have continued to be strong parts of Michigan's economy. Right now, in our legislature, there's consideration of having private businesses work with government to create a civilian core of people who will help rebuild infrastructure in our parks and national areas much like we did after the United States Great Depression in the 1920s and 30s. So this is something that we are patterning after one of our sister states, Minnesota. And we hope that it's going to help Michigan put people back to work.
Well, as Carol mentioned, Michigan has had several periods in its history where it's had to transition from a natural resource base to a different foundation for the economy. During the big timber boom she mentioned, some of the people in Michigan began making wooden carriages and wagons, and the skills that the employees developed while they were doing this allowed them to begin manufacturing automobiles when the gasoline engine was invented. So the human resources that were developed during the timber industry were able to adapt and begin making automobiles, and that provided a foundation for Michigan's economy. In addition, companies throughout Michigan began making furniture and paper, and these two provided a human resource base that Michigan was able to draw on as it shifted to a manufacturing economy. Now currently, as we diversify out of the automobile industry, the employees in each company need to learn new production capabilities, master new technology, work with new customers, shift from a mass production to a customized production approach. And all of these things involve people who are able to quickly learn and handle change and problem solve and engage in continuous improvement. So the human resources are essential in order for any economy to transition from, for example, in Mongolia, a heavy reliance on mining to a more diversified approach to manufacturing and services.
The auto industry, we're not transitioning out of the auto industry. I just want to clarify that. The auto industry is still quite strong in the United States and has become even stronger after this recession. Why? Because I think it was a wake-up call for our CEOs and our business leaders that they needed to stay focused on what the customer wants. And as long as we understand what that customer wants, that we can succeed in being able to meet their needs and their wants so that they are able to get what they need to be successful in their future.
We also realize that there are very many companies doing business, international companies doing business in Mongolia, and that Mongolia is doing business in many other countries. So the cross of cultures is an important thing to consider, in that our ways of working, our ways of communicating with each other are different. And I hope that my sessions on communications will help to bridge some of the gaps that there may be between management and labor, between managers and the workforce, and even sometimes right in your own home.